All right, everyone. So while on Busted Open Radio, Jey Uso talked about the success of the Bloodline. So here are a few quotes that Wrestling Inc. pulled. I think we elevated wrestling at a time as far as the COVID era, Thunderdome era, because it was just done different. We had to tap in more of the acting and the emotion rather than just moves because there was no crowd. So we could literally just play to the camera and really become live actors on screen. Sitting in a room with Hunter, the wise man, and Roman every week, we were just discussing what did we do last week? What were we going to do this week? That's how we were going to do it every single week. We didn't know what was happening, but it was weird because every time we felt this plateau a little bit, something organically happened on screen and it just made the story go more. So that's Jey Uso on the success of the bloodline. But the key for any stable, right, or any faction is to look at, to kind of consider whether it's a success or not, is to just look at did it create stars, And the one thing you could say with the bloodline storyline is that not only did it create stars, but it made stars even bigger than they once were. Roman Reigns took a huge step up. The Usos both take a big step up. Cody Rhodes, due to even though he wasn't necessarily, part of the bloodline, he was in the storyline, right? Sami Zayn's another one who's someone who continues to take a step up. So that's such a key part. And now when we're in this second act of the bloodline, what we're seeing is, you have now a newer version of the bloodline, which we can't say they're stars yet, but Solo and everybody part of this group, they're all going to have a chance to have another step up. So when you're talking about the bloodline, don't just talk about how good the story is and how successful it is. Talk about how it built so many stars, right? It really has, and it's really cemented them as like Roman Reigns was popular before the bloodline. I mean, people talk about how his popularity was kind of waning, but now he is one of those guys who, from this point until after he retires and he comes back, he's going to be one of those guys that the WWE universe, is going to love. Right? He's going to get a massive pop from here till the end of his time ever stepping foot in a WWE ring, and it's because of the storyline. Jey Uso, I mean, he is just based off pop, right? Just based off fan interaction. He's one of the top guys. I mean, he really is. And Cody Rhodes, I mean, just to put it plainly, it's like, look, Cody Rhodes as a character was never necessarily my favorite, but his feud with the Bloodline made me really like him even more, right? And I think it started to even grow on me further after this, right? So I think that is really how you judge these factions, and that's why I think the Bloodline has been such a fantastic success. Here's hoping this second act for it is even better. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next.